Guys, NY Jackie. So
I'm confused why I have
uh,
3 people watching my stream when I'm strictly just recording this for. That's that's weird. I don't even know how
that
they
is
found
weird.
out.
NY Jackie Smurf is apparently called Veggie.
Yeah,
Just call
veggie.
me Veggie.
Yep.
Call me Veggie.
I
That's
don't know the
great.
meaning behind that actually.
Because he's a vegetable.
He what?
That's the only thing I got. He's a vegetable.
But anyways, so we see picks here. We're seeing Bo Belter going top lane with Viger, and actually no, actually yeah. No, I really yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, no,
yeah.
no, yeah.
Vladimir will be going top lane, and Najaki will be going middle and Galio. And we will see Renekton versus Vladimir top lane, and we will see AP Janna versus Galio in middle.
AP Jana, people underwrite or understate her. They underestimate her. They write her off. It's just like seeing a Soraka go AP. They can hurt.
Oh yeah, and not to mention her shield will absorb like 500 plus damage, which is a huge amount.
It's better than the socket, the pendant of the iron
The
Solari, the
locket.
locket of the iron.
You're
What I
you were close. You were getting there.
what did I say? Pocket, socket? I
Yeah.
think I said socket. The socket. Just plug in that iron Solari. Powers up at night. Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking of Bop It. Or no, Rock'em Sock'ems or something like that. You know those little inflatable
Rock'em
fist
sock'em
things.
robots.
Wait, what's the inflatable things you put on your fists and punch people with? Like they're like inflatable um thingies. Sock'em boppers. There we go. Oh jeez, my childhood
Rock'em sock'em
memories.
robots. The only thing I had for you there.
I would always lose at that game. I never understood it,
No,
like how
it
to
was
win.
punch.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but clearly there was some strategy behind it. If I would always lose.
Just click the button faster than the other guy. That's all I had to do.
God,
It's all
I.
good, bro. It's all good. Last game of the night. We're feeling good.
Aw,
But I love you. Yeah, we can find you out there. Twitter, Twitch, and
Twitch.
you're on own. So you're on Twitter, owned, and YouTube, right?
Yeah, I just don't. I don't stream often though, because I don't have a paid
All right.
version of XSplit.
You do have your series, the Ultimate 10, which has been featured by Riot.
Nope, you were wrong, sir. You were killing me
What was the one that got?
today. It was Riftness that was
What was the
featured.
one that got? Oh, Rift Busters. All right.
Riftness. I think you're just on
Making,
purpose now.
I'm making your chain.
And also, I'm casting with FourCourtJester here. Um,
Usually people call me three court because I've got three prongs in my hat.
now
Usually.
I'm bumping you down to 2.
Oh, so mean. I thought you loved me.
See, my name doesn't stand for
But
I love you. It's I loathe you.
oh, you just ran out of characters. I get it.
Actually, my Smurf is IHY. So people are like, oh, it's I heart you. But I'm like, nope, it's I hate you. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. All right, guys. Last game of the night. Curse Gaming up against Team Legion here in the quarterfinals of the last qualifier cup for the Cybersports.net. Play Legends, $1,800 on the line. Big thanks to Curse Gaming, to LOL Pro, and Cybersports.net for putting up this terrific tournament. As you can tell, FourCourtJester and Bubba, I love you. We'll take you through the last game of the night. In the blue corner, Team Curse with a Jungle Lulu. Prepare to have your socks knocked off. They're going to be taking on the powerhouse Legion team X Reflex. And they placed really well. Ever since they got into that MLG 4th place because of the CLG cheating thing, they've not really left the scene.
Wait,
It's
what?
really good to see that.
CLG cheating?
Where were you? MLG, Providence,
I
last
wasn't
year.
around then.
Or Rally, not Providence. Oh, okay. Well, CLG illegally used a substitute for a game, so they got disqualified from the tournament, which let Reflex in as the 4th team to qualify. And
What?
ever since then, Reflex is, they've expanded. They got streamers. They're really high up in the elo. They got followers. It's really good to see them out here, and now they're Team Legion. There's a
I'm
little bit of a history lesson for you.
I'm a little disappointed in CLG. As we see a lot of Morris here, might get caught as Corky and Blitz both going the other way. Don't want to space check that spot. And it looks like maybe Elements will actually spot them at red buff. Actually, yeah, they are going to spot them there. And it looks like Legion's actually going to back up as Blitz gets a really nice pull on the Mundo. But unfortunately has nothing to back that up with as now Jackie Middle is kind of just sitting there farming away. And now a lot of more is actually just running. And we see Elements actually losing his exhaust there as well. So that's not too good for him. But it does set Mundo quite far behind as he will get some help here on blue buff.
The important part is that Curse was able to save their red from giving it to Janna early, which is, huge. Element's still actually giving chase. What can he see? He can only really see these two, but even if he pulls them, he has nothing to back it up. He is going to pull them! Anyways, Demon Lol. Now he's going to go one-on-one, but the health pod coming out. We do got the extra bullet coming out from Elements. Well, on top of Elements, that's 7th bullet from Demon Lol. So, I'm not too sure why he pulled it, but hey, kept him out of lane. Hopefully Corki has a few CS to his name now, and other than that, looks like business is normal.
See, what I'm curious about is, can Chromes actually play AP? I don't think I've ever seen him play AP at all.
Crumbs is in the jungle.
Exactly, but he's playing Lulu, who's AP.
You can run AD Lulu.
But he's running AP Lulu, though, if you look at those runes. Or at AP, as AP.
Okay.
And the one thing is, they don't have heavy AD besides Corki's their only attack damage at the moment. So if we see Legion actually pick up some magic resist here, Curse might be in trouble just based on these picks.
I was going to say, what the 24% cooldown reduction, but yeah, she has blue buff, so never mind. Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. As a jungler, I mean, the role really kind of is the same. Just jungle, counter jungle, and just help out the team. But, Mundo, for example, he can just start the fights. He's unkillable. He's practically unkiteable. And he can really mess you up. Lulu, she still has a pretty decent kit for that kind of stuff with the ultimate bump. That's a pretty decent initiation as well.
It's a love bump.
You got the silence. You got picks. Picks? You can't underestimate picks, man.
Wait, what do you mean pick? I'm getting lost. It's getting late. I don't know what you mean.
Her passive, picks.
Oh, okay.
Shoots things whenever she shoots things.
Yeah, actually, I've only played Lulu once. I don't even know what this her spell names, to be honest. This is the first time I've actually seen her play, or in competitive play.
Well, check this out. Janna in the mid, Legion Prawley, doing work, actually forcing Galio back.
Yeah, I mean, that'll definitely change, though, I believe, once Galio gets his Chalice, which I'm assuming he's going to be... Yeah, he does have a Chalice, so he'll be extremely hard to be pushed on a lane buyer now, because he is only really countered by Soraka in middle, just because he builds like pure AP and Soraka can shred it away.
Well, Janna's doing an excellent job keeping her own. She's now level 5. NY Jackie level 4. With the Chalice, yeah, sure, it'll be a little bit harder. But up top, Cruiser the Bruiser is holding up pretty well up against Pobelter, who's a little bit more forced towards this tower. Vlad's sitting now at 20 creeps. Cruiser the Bruiser at 29. Almost 2 waves difference.
Yeah, I
think we got Mundo coming in for a little bit of a lane gank.
I think people are going to be surprised. Well, I don't think a lot of people actually know Cruiser is on Legion. And I don't think a lot of people know that he can play other champions besides Lee Sin. That's all he seems to put up videos on. But yeah, he definitely can. He's definitely a solid top lane. And actually going to be doing ult and 10 with him this week, actually, where he's playing against Dignitas as Lee Sin top lane. So that should be really cool to show. But yeah, he's actually a really competent top lane on many characters. So he's definitely somebody you should watch out for in the upcoming tournaments and competitive play games.
Here comes that Crumbs gank. Red buff Lulu. Not enough really to take down Janna, but as we say that, dude, Mundo, I saw you going back to town. Jerk, giving me the wrong impression.
I saw
top
it.
lane.
Where were you?
Guys. I was in mid as Crumbs tried to come in for a gank.
I was watching it the whole time.
Good on ya, mate.
I gotta make fun of you after what you did to me about the kill that happened at top lane when I was talking about bottom last game.
I didn't make fun of you.
No, you didn't mention it. You're like, oh, just let you. I was watching it, so I was gonna let you keep going.
People have eyes. You could clearly see it was going to be a kill. They didn't have a ghost on kill. Whatever, it's in the past. 1-0 for Legion up against Curse. Good stuff. They're up about 500 gold, no problem. Bottom lane just going back and forth. What do you think of Blitz as a support?
He's one of those supports where it's hit or miss. If you really can't... Oh, Flash leads a nice pull on the Sona, who flashes away, and we see Najaki coming in with the ultimate as well, as Sona is going down extremely low. He isn't level 6, so she cannot get away here, and Corki does pick up that kill. Cop now with 1 kill there, and sitting with 34 CS compared to Caitlyn, played by I can't even say his name. I'm gonna call him Den.
Demon Lol.
Demon Lol with 39. Yeah, Blitz is kind of one of those champions where it's hit or miss. If you can't get those nice pulls to really make those ganks viable, then your lane's gonna have it's not gonna have a hard time, but it's not gonna be super effective. It's not gonna be Pokemon style, as you would hope. But then again, late game, you could pretty much win a game single-handedly just by getting a really nice pull off. And see Caitlyn baiting him in there, and Lana Moore's coming in as well. And it looks like they are gonna be going for elements, but luckily Cop did block that dagger. Well, dagger, cleaver, and a lot of Morris is going to be going down here as Cop does flash and get that kill, and in the meantime we saw Vladimir actually picking off Renekton top lane, which I'm assuming you were watching and you just didn't want to interrupt me to get me back for what I just did to you.
I saw the death, that was it though. I was down here as well. But that's at Crumbs again, man. Crumbs Lulu ganks. He can squirrel, he has the pick slow, and then again, if you need to, the bump from the ultimate. It's a really good kit for ganking.
See, I've always been very partial to Karthus jungle. I've always had so much fun playing him as a jungler, but unfortunately, you're kind of heavily dependent on getting those kills, and that means whatever lane you were in is going to be getting those kills if you do get a successful gank, and it kind of sets them back a little bit. So I don't think I've actually won a single game as jungle Karthus, even though I was like 8-2 in the end.
Uh-oh, Crumbs face checking the wrong bush, does throw up the ultimate for the extra hit points, probably doing a good job of interfering here because we do now have a blue buff on Latte Morris, that Mundo player. Throws out the cleaver, actually connects it with the Jackie. Oh, probably, you're made of much more sterner stuff than I, my friend.
What was really important about that, though, was that Jackie and Crumbs actually denied that blue buff going to John, and Mundo ended up taking it just to make sure that it did not get into the enemy's hands. So that's really going to set probably back in lane, and it looks like Jackie isn't getting any blue buffs as well as Crumbs is going to be taking them, it looks like, every time. Maybe if he does get a little more regen off another Dorn Drink or something, he will pass it off, but Jackie doesn't really need it having that, that Chalice.
Here comes the Crumbs. He's coming up for what could possibly be a lane gank, although it's not really a hidden gank whatsoever because, yeah, it's a little bit pushed up here. If Pobelter pushes hard, we could get that vision deficit that we need, or Crusaders can just go right in. He is going to be corkscrewing out. You can see the pick slow going down. Here comes the ultimate from Pobelter as well as the Ghost. He's really going to be trying to make use of it. In comes Mundo, and now their turnaround, the temporary hit points for this Renekton doing well. They're going to show on to Crumbs. The exhaust comes out just so that we can survive. Latte Boris coming in, and Prawley as well with the slow for the kill. That Q, man. Janna, AP Janna.
Wait, Q? That was a W, sir. That was a Zephyr.
No, that was her slow.
Yeah, that's her Zephyr. That's her W.
Okay, my bad. Stun going down on top of the elements, taking a tower! Not gonna be enough. He goes down. It's really I thought it was a Q for her.
No, that's her Howling Gale. That's her knockout.
Ah. Yeah, I would have failed that lull test. As Pobelter picks up another kill up top against the Renekton. Very down to the wire. But Pobelter was able to bring it forward and get himself a kill.
And with that kill top lane,
wow.
Probably was able to secure that blue buff off of Crumbs as well. So now she's looking really good in mid lane, picking up 2 GP5 so far. And I actually believe she will be turning that Cages into a DFG. So that will...
likely, yeah.
Yeah, that will definitely hurt against anyone. But sorry, I had to crit on Janna because she's like my favorite champion. I just had to... Just one of those little things. I love her so much.
I don't even have her.
What?
I don't have her.
Why are we even friends?
Clearly you're doubting yourself at this point. Dragon picked up here for Legion. No, it's a pretty good, pretty close game. This is probably our closest match that we've seen to date. 400 gold separating these guys at 11 minutes, 4-3. Look at the creeps, however. It is pretty heavily in Curse's favor.
Yeah, and one thing I'll kind of point out is that Renekton, we're seeing Cruiser with his Hex Drinker, which is a really... it's becoming a really popular item lately with the change to, it being able to turn into Mob the Malmortis, which is an extremely good item for anyone top lane that's going to get some AP, as Pobelter's just poking away at Cruiser here. And it looks like Pobelter actually has his lane controlled completely, as Cruiser, just got there and is already forced to back out, pretty much.
You just missed a taunt in the mid by Galio, almost taking down Janna. Almost, but Flash saving her life. We had the elements actually come up for that gank as well. Not to worry, good sir. 2 cameras, twice the fun.
Sorry, I was burping. That steak dinner was delicious.
TMI, TMI. FourCourtJester really shoving this lane. Cruiser not looking so healthy because, you know, we do have that Hex Tech now on FourCourtJester, which means he's going to be ridiculously hard to get out of lane. But, hey, Mundo's going to get caught out a little bit. Crumb's looking good. That Ignite will not be enough to tick him off, however. And now what's going on in this bottom lane? We do got a flash coming in. Double flash onto the kill on top of Freaker. And this could be a double on top of Demon Law, but no, we got to be very careful. Caitlyn with her range. We got Elements doing some body blocking. He gets caught by the trap! And the auto attacks is enough to finish him off. Here comes Prawley after Demon Law, and now we're going to be trying to play Chase the Blitzcrank, but it won't matter because we have a sniper rifle on Demon Law, so he does excellent there. Up top, did we lose Renekton? We did lose Renekton. 3-man gank.
I was watching it, so it's all good. I didn't want to interrupt you because there's action going on both in bottom and top lane. But yeah, we saw Nijak and we saw Crumbs come up as Mundo was getting extremely low from the ultimate from bottom and the Ignite. And they actually were able to pick up Renekton under the towers, so they were able to pick up that kill even though they did lose Cop and Elements at bot lane.
This is where we need a command to like attach a camera to a hero and then bring up a picture-in-picture.
Or just have 2 streams going on simultaneously and just have like one above the other or something. You can just switch between the 2.
I've actually seen one more game doing that. They split it right down the middle, so it's like you see half of one side and half the other. But
oh right,
I don't have the production for that. Plus, we only got 2 spec slots, so.
Oh right, how you limit us with these casts. But apparently, there's gonna be some really good news coming as Jinsu did mention on his Twitter. There's gonna be some really cool features coming up.
Yep, I'm actually gonna be talking about it Thursday.
Well, I'm gonna talk about it now. No, I'm just kidding. And we see Pinky going down a dragon by Elements, actually trying to get some dragon control here, but it won't be up for another 2 minutes, I believe. Or actually maybe a minute and a half, as Legion did pick up the first one.
Oh, Elements had a clear shot, but unfortunately Corky just not able to support him, so we're going to let you go this time, bottom lane. Just this time. But yeah, we have apparently some huge improvements coming next patch, and I'll get to talk about it on Mobile Weekly. I tried to get Riot on, but they got that rule, so can't do it.
Yeah,
Element's going to be bursting through, but is going to give up. Okay.
Yeah, in the meantime, FourCourtJester top lane has actually been pushing that lane super hard. He's pretty much had Cruiser at the tower, or at the second tower, for the past, minute pretty much, and now he's starting to roam around a little bit. But it will easily be picked up by this ward here and spotted, as probably does get a knock up onto him. Yeah, so he's able to really just roam around now and help out his team, as Nijak, he's sitting there with 144 CS compared to Prawley's 94, so Nijak really shutting down Prawley in terms of CS, even though she does have 1 kill. Well, Prawley is a dude, but Janna has 1 kill and 1 assist compared to Nijak's 2 assists.
Yeah, this AP Janna has worked out pretty well, especially against this Galio holding her own. And she did get that blue buff from Mundo just 30 seconds ago or so. And oh, I almost misread that as Sona as Janna because she only had 2 creep kills. Like, that's not right at all. We do got the big deeps coming down on top of Freaker, and it's going to be enough with that exhaust element with the knock up. He's so good at knocking them girls up.
No comment on that one. I'm going to stay away from that fire.
Nothing at all. Okay, cool. He's mid, getting pushed down a little bit. Legion doing all right. That tornado is able to just shred down those creeps. But now we do got a 2-on-1 situation with NY Jackie having to run the other way. Tornadoes and slows, and it does look like Caitlyn does drop in that bottom lane. But she was able to take up Elements with her. So.
Can we message the teams and tell them to stop having fights going on in 2 points in the map at the same time?
Wanting to buy picture-in-picture blocks.
Making it very difficult here.
Here comes the Crumbs gank into the mid, but Prawley smartly runs the other way.
But Nijak does have his ultimate up, so he will be able to taunt her if Crumbs want to stick around. It looks like he's actually going to stick around, get his race. In the meantime, maybe pick up that red buff, or hand that red buff off to actually Cop in bot lane. And FourCourtJester just top lane, pushing extremely hard as Mundo is coming in. And I saw had a weird graphical glitch there. They do exhaust him, and he is going to be trying to go for the kill here because he will not be able to escape. As Cruiser getting that nice proc off the Hex Drinker there, will end up surviving. Oh! But Nijak just coming in, picking up the double kill. Wow, did he actually run up, or was that a teleport?
That was totally a teleport. He teleported and ulted straight away to clean that up. Excellent maneuverability.
And that's just the power of teleports. As we were talking
That was
2
nuts.
games ago when both lanes actually, or both people in top lane had teleports, but now we're seeing Nijak at the teleport mid, really using that to his advantage, picking up that really nice double kill, and that just puts him extremely far ahead of Jonna now. Jonna sent 110 CS, actually going to be going 3 GP5s here to hopefully keep up. She does have 2,200 gold compared to Nijaki's 2,200, so she is keeping up even though she is down a kill and a good 50 CS with that GP5. And I believe she actually might even be running some GP5 yellows to help with that. And missing that flash over the wall, which would have been a kill on Nijaki. Ah, that is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. We had a little bit of a skirmish down south as well. Elements getting a little bit aggressive, going for the kill on top of Demon Low. We cannot get the last auto attack onto Cop, and that means that Freaker, who already had to use his flash from the previous engagement up against Elements, will not be able to secure this kill.
That bot lane is doing a lot of work, definitely using it to advantage. And I'm really surprised.
This is 11-7. Wow.
Wait, I don't get it.
It's just so close. Like it's good. I like it when it's close.
Those Canadians, man, I don't understand their jokes sometimes. That's Elements, and Crumb's going to be diving onto Sona here. And Crumb getting a knock-up onto her. But they are forced to back out, taking some heavy turret damage. A lot of Morse does come in from the side here. And also 2 other members from Legion following him, so it looks like they might be able to pick up a kill here, as Nijaki is coming as well from his from that lane. And we see Crumbs flashing over to actually escape there, and a lot of Morse not out. They do go for the dive, and Crawley is taking that tower, so they are able to pick up that kill on Elements. And it looks like they might be able to pick up Dragon as well from this, because Morse is still alive. We see Crumbs backing out with no health, so he won't be able to smite still, and they will be picking up the second Dragon of the game here if they want to.
Well, PoBelch is pushing down mid, as he did say, so at best it would be a trade, but does not look like Janna's interested. She's just going to shield it. And a tornado. Well, that'll stop that effort. So what's going on at Dragon?
They have just started. That's what's going on. As we see PoBelcher coming in from the top, as Nijaki's coming from the bottom. It is 3-on-4, and Kop's trying to harass as much. Now it's a 3-on-5, and it looks like Curse in a really bad position, as Nijaki just only taunts a lot of Morris here. But PoBelcher getting really low as he's being chased away, as probably is just healing up his team as much as possible. Caitlyn forcing Corki out with that ultimate. Now PoBelcher is starting to run away here, going down to Cruiser, and now we see Nijaki and Crumbs both extremely low, as Nijaki does fall, and now we also see Crumbs dying as well. So actually, I believe they did get Dragon, and they got a triple kill there.
That actually puts them really close now in terms of gold. 600 gold difference, and after this tower, bam, in the lead.
Actually, I want to say maybe Curse got that Dragon. I don't know. Someone got the Dragon, that's all we know, because it is not alive. But the Legion does have the gold lead for the first time in this game. Wow.
Yeah, that was a really good showing of force there from Legion. I thought maybe that was a little bit of a mistake to leave Mundo all by himself with the Dragon, but it turned out to be really well. Not one of Legion dropped. They picked up a triple kill.
He ate an orange and it was K, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm actually really surprised to see Curse really engaged onto that Dragon. There was no real reason for them to do that. I mean, yeah, Dragon is kind of important, but I mean, we've seen CLG explain this over and over and over. How, it's not a huge deal considering, what you could potentially lose. And as we saw there, they lost 3 members, and now it looks like a lot of Morse is going to get caught here. Going to be losing his blue buff here as Renekton tries to come in and save him. And he actually does escape here, barely with that shield from Prawley. And it looks like they're going to turn it around onto Curse now as Cop is going down to Cruiser. And wow, that chase, that was, wow. That Janna's shield on a lot of Morse just saved his life.
NY Jackie throwing in the disgruntled bomb. Doesn't actually hit anyone, which makes him just more disgruntled. But yeah, Demon Low able to pick up the blue Wraith, if not the other ones. And now kill lead, gold lead, and dragons and turrets. Right now, Legion coming very nicely here into mid-game. Just past the 20-minute mark, a Maw of Malmortius. Yep, the Maw of Malmortius. I can never remember the bloody item. On that Renekton, first item. So this is what you were talking about a little bit earlier. Yeah,
it's an extremely strong item, especially when you have a Vladimir and a Galio, not to mention a Lulu. I mean, it mitigates so much damage based on magic resist, gives you so much attack damage, and it gives you a shield that absorbs 400 damage. So it's just the perfect item against this really popular double AP top and middle that teams are starting to run here. Just see Elements getting ulted by Caitlyn, but he will escape because of that passive. And now Legion is being a little aggressive here. They actually could potentially even pick up Baron, knowing that Elements is now down his flash because he had to get away right there. We do see Nijaki does have his ultimate up, so he could put up some kind of harass. And it looks like they actually are going to be clearing out these wards here, so Curse will not have any sight.
They're thinking about it. They're clearing at this point. I think it's more of a bait. Like, what kind of vision do we got? None for Curse, and it's pretty much everything for Legion. Because, yeah, there we go. We're going to find the opportunity to land on top of Cop. NYJack has to split the other way, but Legion is going to stick with the majority. Here comes Cruiser the Bruiser with that ultimate. He's getting poked down very hard by Cop, so Cop actually really made a nice escape there. Oh, if that Elements had connected, that would have been an excellent kill and would have really put a stop to this whole Baron effort. But no kills either side, just a lot of action. Deathfire Grasp now on Lulu. Jungle Lulu, Deathfire Grasp. That's how you do it.
Oh, jeez, that's a lot of burst. Like, Viger is typically the only person you ever see get a DFG, but it is a really strong item for a lot of other APs as well. just being able to burst someone down, 40% of their health with just a hit of a button. Hit of the 1 key or whatever, the 2 key, and pairing that with the rest of your damage is extremely strong. And yeah, wow, it's really gonna put a lot of hurt on the Curse or onto Legion, especially with the tanky lot of Morris with that much health. 30% of 3,000 health, that's a lot of damage.
It's close to, yeah, it's 1,000. Yeah. AP Trist. Deathfire is very awesome for her, as you did say, Vigar as well. I've even seen Ari coming out with Deathfire Grass, as well as Poppy.
Oh yeah, Poppy. Oh my gosh, Poppy. Oh, even though she's very, very underplayed at the moment, she still is decently viable top lane if you do provide a little bit of camping with your jungler. And I mean, just late game, she is just. I mean, even though you kind of do build, AD, kind of go like Triforce, Fan and Answer kind of thing with AD Poppy top lane, but I mean, if you have a fed Poppy, she can pretty much kill anyone on the opponent's team. I guess pretty much a guaranteed kill on anyone.
That's pretty much how it rolls. We might even be seeing a nerf to that item the more popular it gets. That seems to be the trend, right?
Yeah, something gets popular, just nerf it.
Rabadon's now on Janna. Zonia's Hourglass. We have another turret drop down south. So that actually ties up now the turrets. And oracles are just going to work. We're clearing out these wards. We're trying to reduce the vision of everyone. In terms of that, how well are they doing? We got a few wards more in the defensive side here for Curse. And at the same time, really only one for Legion. That's here by Baron, which will probably get picked up here in just a moment. So you do see 3 members of Curse going over to say hi to the big guy.
Funny enough, Elements can't even get in there to kill that ward because his ult passive will proc Baron, so he kind of has to blow that before going in. But blowing that is a real huge factor in a team fight. That AoE silence you provide is really nice against Sona and Janna.
Yeah, you can really break up the skill combos with a well-timed silence and try to disrupt the groove of your enemy.
I wish I had a groove like Stella.
This has always been annoying. It's like, there's nothing wrong with me, I just can't cast spells. That's kind of annoying.
I think I have more of a hatred with knockups, which you can't even mitigate those with any amount of tenacity.
Tenacity. Okay, sure, you're still in the air. That's kind of how it goes. So they're going to take this opportunity, Legion, to kind of force a little bit of something because they went pretty hard in there. No! Sona gets hit and insta-give. 500 crit coming out from Gabi. You can see NYJack with the ultimate, only really catching about 2 or 3, but he is looking really big with that Lulu ultimate, and a double kill right there for Corki, as he might be able to kite out Cruiser the Bruiser for the triple. Oh, it lands, but it's just not enough to clean him up, as now Pobelter not looking so good. NYJacky, unfortunately getting hit by Demon Low, but he has enough hit points to go for it. The Tornado just falling short here from Pobelter. Cruiser the Bruiser takes out Elements. What? What is this?
I think Elements really wanted that kill.
Oops. Yeah, Cruiser the Bruiser. I kind of wrote him off there. But no, you can't ever write off a crocodile, it seems.
And not to mention, Elements just actually lost an Oracle for his team, so that's actually pretty big.
See big LOLs coming up. Lol. 13-13. Gold difference. About to spike a little bit, but it's still fairly close. It's about 1,000 gold at this point.
Yeah, that was...
Mortius really helped him out, I guess.
Oh yeah, it's amazing, and that fight was really interesting, as Sona unfortunately did get pulled there, and as I was saying earlier, you can have a really bad late game with Blitzcrank, but one pull can pretty much make a game for you. You get a pull on a really crucial target, and Sona really is a crucial target. I mean, they kept her silenced in CC long enough that she could not pop her ultimate, which is pretty much what her team depends on to really get anywhere in a fight.
AoE stun versus AoE silence. Silence won in that fight. But anything that is movement displacer is just really key for some of these fights, because if you can really displace and burst down someone, all of a sudden it's a 4-on-5 in your favor, which is amazing in some of these late game battles.
You're amazing. Wait, what? So yeah, we see Legion. I mean, we see Sona, who did go down, but she did pick up another Oracle here, which is really crucial. And we see Elements also pick up another Oracle, because this game's pretty much, you know, hey, what support can make more money picking off wards? I believe Elements and Freaker actually picked up quite a substantial amount.
Well, that's what happens in these higher tier games. There's just so many wards you could almost make a living off them. You just find them, kill them, turn it in for the bounty, no problem. So, do we have pings down for the dragon? We might. We have pings down right here for some reason.
Am I the only one that's really frustrated with Mundo's cleaver? Like the graphics glitch that happens with it?
What glitch?
There's like a graphics glitch.
Wow, there's a team fight going on. Oh, the dragon doesn't kill! Oh, free dragon for curse. That was unfortunate. Okay, Latimer is throwing down the ultimate. This is the time to do things. NY Jackie goes in for the taunts, but unfortunately he does get knocked up, but it could be a reverse kill on top of Probably. It's not. NY Jackie still has an ultimate under his belt. Can he throw it off? No! He goes down before anything can happen to it, and there goes the Janna ultimate. So that heal really going to be putting them back into the game. 1 kill for a dragon. Not a terrible way to go, but Crumbs is trying to really get knocked down here. We got the ultimate come out from Caitlyn. We had a Shurelia's popped, I believe. Nope, no Shurelia's in the game, so it wasn't Shurelia's, it's just Sona being awesome. Friggin' Sona.
Oh!
If that elements had hit.
I have to point out, though, that Nijaki actually did use his ultimate in that fight, and that was an amazing stun from Freaker, who actually did cancel it out. Yeah, they both pretty much ulted at the same time, and Freaker actually canceled his ultimate, so that really set him back there.
That's frustrating, man.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he still had it, so... Because I didn't even see it, so maybe I got a graphical glitch. Lottie Morris goes down. Curse picks him up.
What? There's like a super excitement for his name, but then like, and he goes down.
Well, the action was ended. I'm not a Korean commentator. I don't just shout out things for like seconds at a time. Kind of more bursty.
Pentakill! Pentakill! Oh, I can't even do it.
Oh, those guys were so amazing. Cruise to the Bruiser getting chased down a little bit. NY Jack, was that a teleport? It was a teleport. He'll be okay. No, Probably's going to be picking up a kill, but she's going to drop.
Elements did flash over that wall to Polar too, but he flashed to his death right there. I think one thing I have to say though, one thing I have to say though about Korean casters, I think it only sounds more amazing because we don't know what they're saying. I think if we could speak Korean,
that's
we'd be
the
like,
only reason I attribute it as well. Yeah.
I don't know, because it's when it's a language you understand, the excitement, they could be saying like the most like stupid stuff ever, yeah, and we'd have no idea, but it just sounds cool because they're hyped up about it.
This Baron's getting fairly low. Yep, and it's going to go uncontested. Demon Lil kind of just hiding in the bush. Safari Caitlyn, very fitting, but
I just
does not matter. Did we have everyone respawn? No, Element's still down. So 4 out of the 5 curse members actually getting that buff, which is good because this means that we're going to see more fights. More fights.
Oh, definitely one on the members that needed it. Cop got it. We saw Pobelter get it as well. We see Crumbs get it and Nijaki. So I mean, no one cares about Elements because he's a support. It doesn't really matter for him to get that Baron, but really good job of them to at least make sure Pobelter was up before that, to let, I believe it was Crumbs get up before they killed Baron. Sorry, I had to think about that one. I had a brain fart.
4 out of 5 got it, so no problem. But they are down that inhibitor, which means this middle lane is going to be annoying, which means it's possible that they might just fight up this middle lane. With that Baron, they're a little bit supercharged, so they should be able to make some decent headway while still protecting their vulnerable center island. But 15-15, 600 gold separates these two amazing teams, and I gotta say, this is an excellent way to close out the night.
Very true, and one thing I gotta point out, we see Curse actually rocking that double Woda on Vladimir and Lulu, so that's gonna be very nice for them. Actually, I can't see chat. Yeah, I can't see chat, so I don't actually know when they were purchased, because I usually turn it off, but I'm assuming it was actually really recent.
Will of the Ancients, Lulu just picked it up, yeah. Quite right. Phantom Dancer on Corki with an IE and armor. Is Atlas any good on a Corki?
No. Well, because you typically don't build health. I'm assuming he's going for that GA with that chain vest, which would be a really nice item for him since he's getting
That would be a
focused
much
extremely
better
hard.
idea.
You really think about it for a second. I was like, hmm.
I had to really think about it, but... Alright, Jana, get to your team. We got a little bit of a gathering here in the mid. We're going to have ourselves a hoedown. Blitzkrieg's going to start it off with his lovely vocal cords, and I like this wall of traps that we got.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, that tower is one hit away, so it will not matter. That wall of traps going to no use as Curse does pick up all three of them there. I thought there was
But
no
just
for
like
two.
Christmas, it's the thought that counts.
Oh, very true.
Very true.
But I'm Jewish, so... Anyways.
Oh, well then.
Thanks for ruining it. Ugh.
My bad. My bad.
Anyways.
Leo's bunching up.
Yeah, anyways, we see action going on. We see towers being hit and people doing damage as Element's trying to get a sneaky pull off and is really aiming for that Sona every time because she's been the victim of his pull pretty much, a good 80% of the time, either in lane or in these team fights.
Caitlin's hidden passive coming out. The Yordles both running into traps. They are Yordle cupcakes after all.
I hate cupcakes.
They had to have planned that. They're like, the casters will enjoy this. Both the Yordles run for cupcakes.
Wait, there's two. Oh yeah. See, I don't know. I don't like cupcakes.
Lulu's a
And I don't like
Yordle,
Yordles.
and is Corky. Don't pay attention to Optimus Tom. Yordle's a Corky. I mean, Corky's a Yordle.
Optimus who?
Exactly.
I know he's watching, and I had to say that because he's never messaged me lately.
Exactly.
But as Curse, yeah, they're just trying to. I mean, they have some really good clearing power. They have, Crumbs' Q. Don't know the name of it because I don't play Lulu at the moment. But we also see Nightjackie with his double. I'm going to look up the names right now. We have the Resoluting Smite and the Righteous Gust to really take down the waves. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
No judging.
And it looks like they are going to try to get this tower down as Corky, who does have to get pretty close to it, just trying to do as much damage as possible. And we could see an engagement from Legion because once that tower does go down, there's no real point into engaging. You're not really going to do too much, protection of that inhibitor if you just let him get that tower for free. But it looks like Baron will be wearing off really shortly in the next 10 seconds here. And Curse is backing out to maybe pick up some items, and they are actually leaving that dragon up instead of going for it.
What is Caitlyn eating? She just did an 1,000 crit.
On
I don't have that much.
On a minion?
On a creep.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah.
that's her passive. 250% damage to minions.
No.
Yeah. 250% damage. No, it's when your headshot procs is 250% to minions. I think it's like 150 or 200% to champions.
250, yeah.
Jeez.
Crazy amount of damage, that's all it is.
Yeah, 150 to champions. See? Man, look at this.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy crit, though.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Baron's done. We got, Curse got to be pretty happy. Again, Yordle's running into cupcakes. And what is Legion going to do about this? They're all grouped up here at the bottom and pushing down this lane a little bit. And the inhibitor has respawned for Curse, so they don't ever have to worry about that mid lane as much anymore.
Right, and I was actually checking out, as I yawn there real quick because I'm kind of tired, but Legion actually doesn't have that much money to back with, so they weren't really able to pick up too many items. Looks like Mundo actually, I should return chat back on. I think he just picked up his QSS to really stop those ignites and that taunt out of Nightjackie. So you can go around harassing as much as possible and going where he pleases with that QSS. But yeah, they don't really have too much money to back with, so it was, I guess, assuming just, hey, let's group up again, push the middle or something, get that inhibitor down. Before this Baron, that does come up in about 2 minutes. Having that inhibitor down and kind of stalling at Baron, forcing a fight there but not actually engaging, really does a lot of work because it kind of forces Curse to back out and really protect those double Nexus turrets.
Janna swimming in the air, no problem. She has her blue buff. We have actually had that QSS for a while, but Randuin's was the recent pickup on Mundo, and now we got a frozen mallet to boot on Renekton. I've noticed that Renekton and Olaf kind of, they build very similar.
Yep, that tanky bruiser kind of thing, and Renekton doesn't get as much CDR as Olaf does, but typically in terms of Malamortis. And a frozen mallet is, pretty much a standard item on both of those characters. And now Baron is up, so Curse really wants to get here, clear out these wards before Legion can get here and, get in any position to defend them.
Now that's the Shurilias that we popped, because NY Jackie gonna have to throw down that ultimate, try to get out of this, but he does land a good amount of damage. Now we're kind of split elements here, going for Demon Law and Freaker and Prawley, but on a 3v2 he does flash after that silence. Pobelter still trying to go here for Demon Law, but we do got that shield come out. It's not going to be enough. Caitlyn does drop. What can Pobelter do? He's Zonia's. What a move. Prawley, however, is going to just shut him up and put him down, but in terms of everything, 1 for 2. Legion not coming out ahead on that one.
Yeah, we saw actually Pobelter and Elements dive past all of Legion's front line and go straight for Demon Lul and go for, well, Prawley and Freaker. But unfortunately, you know, Cruiser and Laudamorse were the only ones that really died past Curse's front line, and they got picked off by Cop pretty easily there. I mean, Cop, he's extremely stronger now. Doesn't have a Last Whisper, which he is building towards at the moment, which would make him even more deadly. But now Curse trying to go for this Baron here, as Legion does not have any wards on it.
It's probably going to go uncontested. You can see Mundo here. Does Mundo have Smite? Mundo does have Smite. He's going to come in here with Prawley. They're going to try to be as annoying as possible, but Curse Cop just critting down Janna. She goes down. We do have the Rand wins now pop from London Morrison. We're going to turn right back here to the Baron. It's like a do-or-die situation as Freaker's in here as well. Mundo still not going down. Elements with the ultimate now actually blown, but it does not matter. The Worm has died now. Mundo cannot go where he pleases. He's getting hunted down, but he's putting up an excellent fight.
Oh, Element's going down! The Caitlyn ultimate! Oh my god, that cleaver from Mundo just made Elements low enough to be picked off.
And now a little bit of a turnaround. We might have the Baron, but we're running away. That's what Corky said. Yep.
Mundo just cleavering where he pleases. It looks like they will be able to pick up this inhibitor as Cruiser is back after that fight. But Pobelter coming in from behind here, trying to take out Laudamorse, and Laudamorse just running away. We'll go down to that ultimate from Vladimir. And now Corky is going head-to-head against Caitlyn here, as she is separated from her Sona, and she will be dropping down as well. So now Curse, having 4 members of Legion down for the sacrifice of Elements, so they will be pushing middle here, and we'll be picking up this inhibitor, which is extremely big for them. Getting that inhibitor will definitely even out lanes and have their mid lane obviously pushing. You know, there's no real objectives to contest yet, but now they will be able to start pushing top lane or bottom lane, as that middle lane does push straight through into those Devil Nexus turrets.
It does seem Corky versus Janna. Corky was really able to put out a lot of damage very quickly, and she did drop. Kind of feels like Legion thought they had that advantage, but over-pushed. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, they really want to get that inhibitor at least. You know, they had Cruiser come back from being dead and was there, but they didn't really expect Pobelter to come in from behind right there and pick up Mundo. That was actually a really sneaky play from him.
I hope you've all learned a lesson here. Lulu Jungle, OP.
Sorry, I had to say that. I don't know.
She's doing excellent. Double Woda has the Haunting Guys and the Deathfire. I mean, she's been really helpful on this team.
I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know.
I learn something new every day.
I want to say say something else that she isn't, but she is. I don't know. It's kind of because they have a really good kiting team with Chromes, being able to hit that Q through minions and through players. So and not to mention the slow, which is what 80% on top of that. So it's a really good kiting ability, but I don't know. Anyways, so we see Pobelter killing minions in middle.
Like a boss.
It looks like he actually will be building a Spirit Visage here. He does have that No Magic Mantle, and the only item I can think of that he's going to build with that is a Spirit Visage, when there's no real point for him to build a GA.
It's not a terrible idea. I mean, we've seen that on Mundo as well, but not this game. Anything to increase your self-healing, especially with a double Woda in Vlad's case, can definitely go a long way.
And not to mention the CDR he's going to get from it as well. It'd be even stronger in team fights.
Yep. More spammy, more spells, more health. Works out very well.
And we see Cop actually picking up that Last Whisper now, so he will be able to take on anyone onto Legion one-on-one. He will not be able to drop that easily. Because any armor he's going to be going against will not matter. And now we see Curse push down this bottom tower, as they do have middle lane just pushing straight to him, not having to worry about being contested at all when Legion really has to sit back and defend. I mean, this is the only real turret, the inhibitor, that can really kind of contest They can't really afford to, let this turret go down and have another inhibitor go down as well.
Well, afford it or not, Curse is still knocking on their door. Oh, turret down. Legion.
So awkwardly quiet.
Well, we're just waiting for them to do something. We're waiting with bated breath.
We're still like not saying anything. This is so awkward. As you see, Legion is going to be pushing a little bit here to try to get a kill on a Nijaki. But it looks like that she needed to go back out. So Nijaki actually flashes and gets a nice ultimate on the 4 members of Legion. And we see a Vladimir ultimate following it up as well with that. Pillbuster actually pretty low here as Cruiser does try to dive past and go for Cop. But with that last Whisper, Cop is able to take anyone on. And he does not go down. But he does drop to Janna with a really nice whirlwind. And it looks like Chrome's going to eat that. Oh, wow. Eat that ultimate from Caitlyn. And actually almost did go down, but that nice slow from him was able to save his life. And I guess that makes up for our awkward quietness, our awkward silence that was happening.
Why was it awkward? We were just waiting to see what they wanted to do.
Because if we were Korean, we'd be shouting random stuff.
He killed a creep, he killed another creep, he moved up, he moved back, he missed, he hit. Yeah, we could do that, but no, not my style.
I think I might try that
Either
one
way,
game.
Curse, they're looking very strong now. We're more into the late game, 42 minutes in, 7k gold lead, again accrued by Curse. So, we went from a gold lead to basically flat to losing a little, now back up to about a 7,000 gold lead at this point. 24-18, I think they've only had one person die in the last 2 team fights, because pretty sure we were 17-17 at one point. Which means that Curse, are really coming out with the survivability. Double Woda, doing them really good. All of our various skills and...
Oh my gosh, Legion barely picking that up, sorry. Oh my god, Nijaki just barely did not do enough damage with his Resolute Smite, Strike, whatever, his Q. And Demon Lord was able to pick that up.
His whatever. That works.
His thing, his thingy thing. But yeah, Vladimir Pillbuster actually did sell that No Magic Mantle, and looks like he's actually building towards his Rylai's here instead. So now he's going to be even more tanky, sitting there with, was it 3,900 life? Is that right? 3,900 life?
Yeah, I see that.
Wow. So he's extremely tanky. He's just even making it harder for anyone on Legion to actually go past him. You see Nijaki, who's extremely tanky right now, AP-wise, and then it's going to be able to Frozen Heart as well to get, a little more tanky-wise AD. And we also see Lulu actually is kind of not really going to tanky jungle. She's kind of just going to damage jungle. So they're really dependent on Vladimir and, well, Nijaki to pretty much hold off. Sorry, I didn't think about the name. But yeah, it's pretty much, kind of opposite of what you see out of a jungler where they usually go kind of tanky and provide that wall for their team. But he's just kind of building AP and sitting back and trying to do as much damage as possible. Looks like Curse actually going to be waiting for this Baron coming up here in a few seconds. And Legion, who does have that middle inhibitor finally up, but does still have a super minion on the way, is forced to kind of, try to push out the lanes before it does happen.
That was a good one, Elements. He's telling jokes. Yeah, there's the worm. It's going to melt. They're going to pick up a Baron. They're going to march down, get a team fight, and with all the proof on their side, I'm going to say maybe not an ace, but enough to end the game. That's kind of what I feel. Curse has really come very well here into the late game, and as you did say, a lot of different things going out, a lot of tankiness on this team. I guess they're waiting for the bait, but it's not going to work because there's no one here.
Yeah.
And here we go. Sound the charge. The trumpets are blaring. We might actually find Probably. No, Probably runs away the other way.
And
But
now,
no, that is a 3,900 hit point Pillbuster. You are quite right.
and now Legion in a really bad spot right now. They have 2 open inhibitors, and they're against an enemy team with Baron, and they just really cannot defend these inhibitors. So, all Curse has to do is take these 2 out. All lanes will technically be pushing, but then just start pushing that top lane down. And if Legion doesn't defend the Nexus turrets, they'll have an easy win right off of that.
Well, they're about to lose the second inhibitor for free, and what do you do in this situation? You got an overbearing team with Baron, who just easily trashed 2 of your inhibitors, and they can start this fight whenever they want with a Blitzcrank, or a Vlad, or even a Flash Taunt.
They really cannot let that 3rd inhibitor go down. They really have to fight on this tower. And the thing is, Curse doesn't really need to hurry to get the tower down. They don't really have to, bother. They can just sit back, let the mid and bottom push through, and they can kind of just just wait it out. You know, that's kind of the downside of having those 2 inhibitors down or having any inhibitors down. Period. That lane is going to push against you, and you have to send someone to defend against those Nexus turrets, or you're going to lose those. So it's really a really bad place for Legion right now, and they will have to engage on this tower. If they let it go for free, that easily will be game.
Well, in goes the meat. In dies the meat.
And another creep kill is going down!
Yeah, I'm only acquiescing to your request here.
And another creep is dying. That is the last caster minion. And Elements is sitting here by the side, waiting for his moment to shine here to get a nice pull onto one of the less tanky people. And playLEGENDS just taking that to the face, not really worried about it, as he does have 3,900 life, well, 3,700 life now. But yeah, Elements actually misses his pull there, and we see 3 Caitlyn traps trying to taunt those Yordles, and we see them engaging here as well.
Oh, you stopped talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Galio with the taunt. They take down Cruz with the Bruiser, and unfortunately they did have to trade for it with Vlad, because Vlad did dive it pretty damn far right there. So one-on-one, Kurskop does have to flash out, because otherwise a few crits from Caitlyn would have been the end of him. So not the team fight I was expecting. Those traps really coming into play, but no, not really. They're just kind of sitting there. Now, Jackie, you're getting a little bit too close here. We still got the ability to crit with Caitlyn. She does have some pretty massive range. We're going to play a little bit of a poke war, it seems. But we did initiate on Crumbs on that, although he doesn't look really that hurt. And as soon as he went for Crumbs, Vlad just went charging into Caitlyn. Well, failed to kill her. Oh, God, we lost a turret back here. The super minions during that fight actually take out a Nexus turret, and that's going to split the team, which means that this is the chance that Curse needs to take down this turret, and they will. Yes. Where the hell was Elements trying to grab, though? Like, did you see that fist go off?
He just likes fisting things. That's pretty much how I've come to the conclusion of.
I'm rubbing off on you, man.
But yeah, anyways, like, I don't know. I like keeping people on their feet. You know, stop talking there, see if you pick it up. But we saw, in the meantime, just, you know, Curse is biding the time, not having to, you know, really engage yet. And that made him bot lane pushed and got that Nexus turret down. So now 1 Nexus turret up. Apparently, playLEGENDS complaining that Jonna just did 3k damage with her DFG and W.
Nerf. Nice magic resistance. Vladimir actually have any? 32. Nope.
A whole 32.
Oh, magic resist, yeah. But he does... Wait. Where did his... Oh, he traded it up for a Spirit Visage. No more... It's not going to be that Rylai's that we originally thought. It is going to be that Spirit Visage that you originally
Damn it,
thought.
playLEGENDS. Why you gotta make me a liar?
No, well, that will boost his MR a bit, so I think he did realize. Damn, that
Caitlyn doing a 1,500 crit onto those minions. Oh,
dude,
jeez.
did you read her passive?
I want to say something, but I will hold it in.
Dragon's up. It's going to go down fairly quick. Kurskop did get that Guardian Angel, so he has a second life to his name. Does have that Last Whisper, which means we're at a 4... I don't know if you count boots, but we're at a 4 to 5 item here at Cop. Which means all we have to do is get rid of that Wriggles for something else, and he's pretty much set. 268 creeps as well. 352 creeps for Caitlyn. Farming machine. My goodness.
Yep, she's basically full build almost at the moment. She's going to be going for that second Phantom Dancer, and then probably selling boots to pick up something else. Maybe another maybe a Bloodthirster. She'll have 100% crit with 2 Bloodthirsters.
Bam! The stun going down on top of the entire Curse team. We did get 3 people in that NY Jackie taunt, one of his longer taunts today. Cruiser the Bruiser, however, still diving, but he does drop to the combined power of Curse, as does that Mundo. So the 2 meat tanks now done. Demon Law will drop. Oh, we killed Prawley. Oh, doesn't matter. She has herself her own Guardian Angel, as does Corky. So they come back to life, and this will be the GG of the last game tonight. So
that was a giant Blitzcrank with that Lulu ultimate.
Is that what she said? No.
So yeah, Curse winning the last game of the night, and I believe on tomorrow we will have these semis and finals casted by Colby Cheese and Extra and Guest.
Indeed. Tomorrow night, the same channel, Cyber Sportsnet. We will not see us again. I think the chats could be pretty happy about that. We got pretty silly that game.